middle of one of the deadliest wars in history, something unbelievable happened. Soldiers stopped fighting and became friends. It was December 1914, just months after World War I had begun. Across Europe, thousands of soldiers were locked in brutal trench warfare. On one side were British troops, on the other, German soldiers. Between them lay no man's land, a deadly stretch where anyone who stepped out risked being shot. The war was supposed to be short, but by Christmas it had already become a nightmare. Conditions in the trenches were horrific. Mud filled every corner. Soldiers lived with rats, cold weather, and constant fear. Gunfire and explosions were part of everyday life. Many soldiers believed they wouldn't survive long enough to see the end of the war, and yet, something unexpected was about to happen. On Christmas Eve, British soldiers began to notice something strange. Across the battlefield, German troops started placing candles on their trenches, and small Christmas trees lit up the darkness. Then something even more surprising happened. They began to sing. Songs like Silent Night echoed across no man's land. British soldiers listened, and slowly, they joined in. For a moment, the war fell silent. The next morning, something unbelievable happened. Soldiers cautiously stepped out of their trenches, not to fight, but to meet each other. They shook hands, exchanged gifts like cigarettes and food. Some even showed photos of their families. In some areas, soldiers played football together, right there on the battlefield. For a brief moment, enemies became friends. The Christmas truce wasn't planned. It happened because soldiers on both sides were exhausted, homesick, and human. Despite being enemies, they realized something powerful. They had more in common with each other than with the war itself. Many didn't want to fight anymore. But the truce didn't last. Military leaders on both sides were furious. They feared that if soldiers saw each other as human, they wouldn't want to fight. Orders were given. The fighting resumed, and the war continued for 4 more brutal years. The Christmas truce remains one of the most powerful moments in history, a reminder that even in the darkest times, humanity can still shine through. If this story moved you, comment below. Do you think something like this could ever happen again? Subscribe for more powerful and untold stories from history.